going to be all right?
If you look at this, up there it's half the height, and I'm starting to worry about it.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, it wants to be getting going right now. Ever since I was a kid, I was sort of brought up in a household where food was of interest. I'm interested in feeding myself with, you know, food that I've seen go into the ground and come out of the ground. And then I started thinking about, well, what's really sustaining? And it's grains. We planted 4 acres of Red Fife and 3.5 acres of rye and 1 acre of emmer. Red Fife is wheat, emmer it's a predecessor to modern wheats. Those two would not be considered commercial grain. They don't produce enough per acre. And a lot of other people who are sort of trying to get away from modern agriculture will say that farmers are bred for a lot of different characteristics traditionally, but one of the main ones was flavor. The mill that we use is a stone mill. Stone mill squishes the oils from the germ, from the grain, into the flour, whereas modern milling doesn't do that. It's a more live product. It hasn't been heated as much. I try to make it only a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks old, milled, so that it hasn't had time to oxidize and degrade. There's a whole nother level of learning for most bakers to be able to work with whole grains.
When I heard Dan was growing the wheat for the flour, I was just excited to try it. We expend a lot of energy shipping things from other parts of the country. So to grow something locally means we're not shipping it 1,000 miles to get it here. People had been sort of testing breads for me, and I said, would you like to be part of this thing? Now it's developed into I make 50 to 60 loaves twice a week. It's sort of meditative. We used to have wheat growing all around New England, and the varieties would be a little bit different depending on where it was being grown. Now, you know, we grow almost all the wheat in this country in this one area of the United States called the Wheat Belt. I think it starts in the Dakotas and goes down towards Oklahoma. So to have people growing wheat again in New England is a new thing. And what interested me about it was that when I've gone to baking school, what they told me was, oh no, the hard red winter wheat is the way to go because it's more consistent, but there are these other varieties, of which Red Fife is one of them. So here's these two. The holes are fairly uniform. It's going to make for a nice chewy bread. You know, we're a resort community, so that alone will help it take off. And also there's a lot of interest in locally grown things here.
Is this your lucky day?
Oh, yeah. They knew they were coming for this, didn't you?
Yeah.
This is wheat grown on Martha's Vineyard.
Can I try some?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is delicious. It's like a sourdough, huh? I wasn't
It's a
listening.
naturally leavened bread, but it's made with the local wheat. Your next bread in the A group is May 20th.
It's amazing how much more intense the actual taste of grain is in this bread.